Hi, welcome to the Empowered Women's Prosperity Party. We're here to help you have more fun and make more money in your business while empowering you to greater and greater good. We have such a phenomenal lineup of speakers. It's just so awesome to hear their brilliance. And we're bringing them to you so you can learn their secrets to how they've grown their business, but while still having fun doing it. We've brought together some of the top 6- and 7-figure coaches in the world and one fun and amazing man who loves to help women and empower women to greater good as well. We're having so much fun and we are glad you are here. And today I have the pleasure to introduce a phenomenal woman. I just love her. And you will see how wonderful she is when you start to meet her and hear her talk too. She's just a doll, and her name is Nathalie Chapron, and she's one of a handful of image consultants worldwide who uses upwards of 30,000 colors in her studio instead of just the few hundred colors as most image consultants do. She's sought after by top speakers, coaches, and multi-million business owners and celebrities. She is absolutely passionate about helping conscious women, entrepreneurs look and feel more beautiful, confident, and become more successful in their business. She's mentioned alongside and shared the stage internationally with personal growth gurus like Callan Rush and Justin Livingston, 7-figure marketing guru Adam Urbanski, heart-selling experts Jesse Korn and Charlotte Jacobs of Thrive Academy, and Mark and Shannon of Big Impact Live and Sage Levine, just to name a few. She was born and raised in France, but she now lives in Northern California with her sexy and smart husband and adorable son. Well, the husband's adorable too. They're all adorable.
Yes, sure.
Welcome, Nathalie. Welcome to our party. We are so glad you are here.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I love parties. You know?
Yeah, and one thing about parties is that you can have fun, but a lot of business gets transacted at parties. Have you noticed?
Absolutely. It's the best way to do business as far as I'm concerned. Have fun, do business.
Exactly. And that's why we brought you and the others to really help our guests to learn these secrets. So what's your passion and purpose? What got you into this? What drove you to make women more beautiful on stage?
Well, there's, it's many things, but narrowing it down to one, what I want to say is I noticed that a lot of my friends are amazing, holistic practitioners, coaches, consultants. I'm in that world, and I've been in that world for a very long time. And one of the things that broke my heart, and actually I was in this situation myself, was people getting dismissed right off the bat just because of the way that they looked. So this person can be, amazing at what they do, phenomenal healer, phenomenal coach, but their appearance isn't matching their brilliance. And then people would just be like, she's really nice, but I would never hire her, right. And so then it's people struggling to really make the impact they're here to make and make the difference they're here to make. And I used to be like that. I used to struggle in this way. There used to be a disconnect between my perceived value and what I was asking people to charge, for my services. In fact, I'll tell you a quick story. I was at an event. This was probably many years ago. And we did an exercise. We were being assessed by our peers. And they were saying, okay, and this is becoming a speaker. They were like, all right, so your peers will tell you how much they think you're worth per hour, or how much they would be willing to pay you, which is kind of the same thing in a way,
Right, exactly.
And,
you know what it means.
Yeah, exactly. So there's my turn, and, I show up, and the result came in $25 to $30 an hour. And in and of itself, that wouldn't have been a problem. Some people make $25 to $35 an hour, and that's fine. But I was charging $100 to $150, and I was struggling. And I was like, oh my God, there it is. Until I match this gap. Until I can like align my perceived value with how much I'm charging, I will continue to struggle. It will be a challenge, and I'll never really get to make the impact I'm here to make. And so I dedicated the past, after that, the next few years, to become one of the experts on color psychology and style design, and how to use style and image as a way of really having the psychological impact that we want to have on our audience, so we can make the connections, we can have people say yes to take the next steps with us easily, right? Just because of how we're showing up. And now everywhere I go, people always assume I'm the speaker, even though sometimes I'm just a participant, right? So I've come a long way. But that really drives me, because I see these amazing women just having such an amazing mission and vision, and I want them to be as successful as they want to be. And I know image is a crucial part of that.
It's so true. And it's all talking about really, your first impressions as well, before you even opened your mouth. What is that impression that you have of that person? If it's not really great, you're not going to listen as well from the beginning. So it really impacts. And I've seen Nathalie, and she is just, you are always so elegant. You grace any place you attend.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
Yeah, I really mean that.
I have come a long way.
Well, it's
Let's just say that.
You're worth
I had to learn it. I had to learn it, and this was the turning point. This was the turning point. It was like, you know what, I could, and I grew up in France too, so it's like I always had a good sense of style, I thought, but there were ways in which there were disconnects. And so now that I've plugged in the holes, it really it's just changed everything for me. Like, doors open up, opportunities, as a result of people, just because it's that first impression, it's that credibility. People trust you more. They put you on a higher, like, I don't know. I'm not finding the right word, but you know what I'm talking about. There's this.
It helps them relate.
Yes, it helps them relate.
Because, when your colors match, you create a whole radiance around you, I think. And as opposed to something that's drab, and it just, you don't shine and don't feel empowered. You don't look empowered. Maybe that's
the key, is the confidence, right? So it's like, and the system that I use, I talk about your essence. It's like I start at the soul level. It's so deep, and it's like, who are you really? What is your essence? And then we bring that out into the world. It's not from an outside, and it's not a makeover of like, let's change your hair color. No. It's like, what did Mother Nature give you? And then it's just like, mirror that out, so there's complete congruence and alignment. So when you show up on stage or you show up into the room, people feel you, and they're like, oh, there she is. And they can establish that instant connection. But also they trust you that you could take them from point A to point B, right? Because at the end of the day, that's where you're going to make the transformation happen, the magic happen. And so that really drives me. And when I see my clients walk out of my studio, and they're like transformed. I mean, you see the before and after, and they're like confident and radiant, and they walk higher, and they just, that is like the most amazing, the best reward I can ever ask for. It makes me so happy to be able to provide that kind of transformation for them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that. So what in your business, what is one thing that you do for fun or is fun in your business that you can share? Some practical tips. So our guests, they have businesses, they're growing in their businesses, and sometimes, the business can kind of get really hard. It's like, it's all hard work, it's too difficult, but we know to be a whole person, we have to be happy as well. So what are some tips that you can share with our party goers here?
Well, one thing that works for me, I love to dance. I love to dance. When things
I'll
get
drink
really
to that.
Yes, okay, cheers.
The dancing.
The dancing is so important, and so I do dance breaks. And sometimes I have some amazing women that I work with in mastermind groups, just friends, colleagues that we've known each other for a long time. And really, I want to say that my community, I'm just so honored to have these women in my life, and I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for them, right? So community is so important. And so I will, the day is hard or something is just like, I'm like in my head and I'm just trying to push through and make something happen. And I realize, okay, this is dance break. So dance break.
Like that.
So I'll go on YouTube and like pull up a song. I love, for example, Say Hey. Michael Franti is one of my favorite because it's just like, it's like pure sunshine. You cannot be unhappy or depressed or you hear that song from me and I'm just like, okay, I just want to dance. So I go to YouTube, I pull up the song and I play it and I just dance in front of my mirror. And I dance. I just feel it. It's one song. It's like 3 minutes or whatever, 4 minutes. It's very short and it completely shifts my energy. And then I'm like more creative, more juicy. And sometimes I even use my boa. So I have my boa that I dance with. So it's like, it's so sensual and feminine. And I just like, I love feeling the feathers, and I just dance with it and it's super fun. And, we're women, we like, so I like to be, tickled by feathers. So there you go. So that's what I do. So I sometimes use my boa to dance with. So that's my big tip. I mean, like if you could just do nothing else, like,
And it turns, first of all, you're getting up. So you're moving from being in the sitting position that you've probably been in all day. Then you're physically moving. So that's in and of itself is really good. And then adding music and movement, you have all the elements to really kind of rejuvenate yourself any time of the day. And I love that you do.
And smile.
Yeah, smile. Absolutely.
Like I look at myself and I smile because I'm happy, right? So I'm like, so it just completely.
I mean, how can you dance and not smile, right? It kind of goes together, I think.
Right.
I love that.
Plus you're dancing by yourself and you're like, okay, but you have fun and it's perfect. And also the other thing is in our businesses as entrepreneur, I don't know about you, but it's a very creative, we have to write copy, we have to come up with ideas, we have to teach content all the time. So there's a huge creative aspect. And so moving, and moving from your hips as a woman, like being in your pelvis and in your hips and just being juicy and yummy and it really gets your creativity going. So like if you're, even with writer's block or when you're stuck or you're cranky or you had like to me, it's like, oh, that's the quickest, easiest, most fun way or funnest way to get to the other side of that.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Yes, I agree. Because I had attended and I heard another coach, she was saying, this is a few years ago, that just to just start moving your hips and that opens up all that creativity, just moving your hips. And so she had us all get up and so it all goes hand in hand. I love that. So, but it's good to be reminded of because that's the thing about being an entrepreneur. There's so many things we need to do. And this is such a simple thing you can do anytime and just change your mood, open up that creativity, be more productive, be happier, everything. I love that. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
What is like your best or easiest money-making strategy that you use in your business that you could share with our party goers today?
So my best and easiest strategy, I'm so grateful for this, is I have an amazing partnership with, she's been a friend for many, many years. We've known each other for a very long time. And we happen to have the same niche, but we serve them in completely different ways. Mm-hmm. So she coaches speakers on how to like come up with their signature talk and, how to like find speaking gigs. And her name is Shannon Law. And soon to be Shannon Granger, actually. She's getting soon. So she and her man, they serve their clients in essentially the mechanics of becoming a speaker.
Right.
And so twice a year, I have a speaking engagement on their stage, and I promote for them. Like we're partners. So I help them fill their event, and they promote for me, they speak on my stage, etc. So it's a cross promotion. But so I have these 2 speaking gigs a year. They're 10 minutes each, 10 minutes on her stage. And I make an offer for a strategy session twice a year. And I kid you not, Rosie, this completely fills up my one-on-one VIP practice.
Wow.
Because what I do is so
fabulous.
I know.
So really having key collaboration, people that you can collaborate on a very
partners.
a partner, and this is somebody you have just known a little while, you have deepened this relationship and you
Yes.
probably have grown together.
Yes. And they didn't used to fill my practice,
Mm-hmm.
but because I'm in this community, a lot of people now have worked with me. People in the community see the before and after transformations and they're like, whoa, I want that. So I have so much social proof in that community that it's now becoming, I have the sales conversation, but it's not even a sales conversation. It really is like people are ready. They know, like they put me on their vision board and like they know they want to work with me, so then
fabulous.
So then we just figure out the details. So it's really cool. So that it seems like almost like too easy, but the truth is you nurture these relationships over time and you trust each other and you just build together and you grow together. And that's I believe that's the new paradigm of doing business.
Yes.
Is like finding these key strategic partners that you're such a complement with. You trust each other, you do right by one another, and then you, of course, you do an amazing work. Whatever service or programs you deliver gets results, of course. Right. And then if you have those pieces, so the key would be to think about, for our listeners, is like who is serving the same ideal clients as you are, mm-hmm. just in a different way, where it could be a perfect match. And it's not you're not competing or you're not, but it's like a perfect combination. And that really, and I have a photographer as well on my team that we do the same thing. Her name is Lindsay Miller, and she's amazing. And so it's like that kind of like dynamic combination. So yeah, that's my secret, is collaboration.
And I think that's really great how you've explained it too, because actually that's sort of been my theme of just collaborating and developing the relationship, not just a superficial, oh, well, we have the same niche, but we serve it in a different way, but just like, you click, you can really relate to the other person, and you have that other person's needs really as they're equal to yours or not even better, because you love that person so much, you're going to just do anything to support them, right? Because I know Shannon, well, I don't know her as well as you, but I know Mark, and I can just see, you want to help each other. And
exactly.
And I think when this is so important for people to understand that when you're developing these relationships, you want to collaborate. It's like, who do I relate to? Who's important to me? Because there's a lot of people, and then who do I want to have maybe closer relationships with and not? Because now look, this has been over a number of years, right? Developed.
That's right. Yeah, we've known each other for many years, and we haven't been working together for. Really we started last year in this, where she brought me on her stage last January. And so then I did it again. So I spoke there twice, and now, but it's like a snowball effect. It's like the momentum is growing. And, we hear this all the time. That's another key in business, is understanding that there's a process and things, we see like, oh, we see these people, they're so successful. And we're like, okay, I want to be right there. But there's a path to get there. And so just to keep going. Yeah. And just to keep one foot in front, just keep doing the work and saying yes to the next opportunity. And then sooner the momentum does build, and it does become easier where things really do come to you. So that's really key.
Yes, it is key, because it's easy. They just see the result. They don't see the path that people have taken over time. And
right.
Sometimes it's like, it's always easy to judge or to compare. I think maybe it's probably to compare. It's like, oh my gosh, I've been in business and I don't have that. And they did it, so quickly. Well, they're quickly, like one friend of mine, she says, yeah, I'm a 20-year-old star. I mean, it took her 20 years to get to where she is, so she's like, yeah, I'm a star now, but it took me 20 years to get there. But we only know now.
We only see that. That's right. We only see the exactly overnight success that took 20 years in the making. It's what it is.
Well, and I don't know if you've heard of the book, like from Malcolm Gladwell, about it takes 10,000 hours, before you become an expert, or before you can really have that master. And I don't want women to think, oh, I can't call myself an expert. No, you can definitely call yourself an expert. but it's still a process, and we're getting better and better. And you highlighted that your, especially this particular relationship, partnership you had, is like you've been developing the relationship, so they trusted, and then now you've developed your business and she's developed her business, and then the time was right? Mm-hmm. But if you didn't have that, all those steps before, it wouldn't have come to this at this moment.
That's right. Exactly. My husband always says chance favors the prepared mind. Yeah. So it's like, opportunity arises, but you're prepared, you've done all the work, you're ready to go, and then, you see the opportunity and you can just harness it.
Right. And the same thing, sort of like some people say, oh, you're so lucky, but it's not. It's like you prepared yourself and the situation all along so you could receive it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I love that. So can you share, I don't, this wasn't part of it, but if you don't mind, can you share like one really great tip women can use to make themselves look better, especially when they're talking, in front of a group, especially? What's some trick that they can easily apply? I put you on the spot there.
Wow. I know. But there's so many, but I'm like, it depends on for whom, because what I do is so customized. So giving a generic,
maybe one is knowing your colors.
Well, knowing your colors, that, and not just knowing your colors, but knowing your colors strategically, like how to use them for different purposes. So for example, it's like, where do I go with it? Eye color. If someone has colored eyes, like blue eyes or green eyes, for example, mm-hmm. an eye color related top will be extremely, will build a lot of trust with your audience.
Oh, okay.
Whoever you're talking to. So it's a really good color to wear when, maybe you're meeting someone for the first time, or you're on stage, on a speaking engagement or something like that, and you really want to establish rapport quickly. Mm-hmm. An eye color is really good. Now, if you have brown eyes, you may not want to wear brown. It's not going to give you the same result. But what you look for in your brown eye is the highlight of your eye. And so that you can do, you get a mirror and you go next to a window, and where the light is hitting your face, and you could see your reflection in your mirror. Mm-hmm. And you look for the color that is almost like it's the highlight of the brown. And it could be like an amber or topaz or a cinnamon or a saffron or, a gold. Like, it's going to be a lighter color, but it'll bring your eyes forward. And when you wear that color, it'll make your eyes just look phenomenal, like mesmerizing. So that's a really great tip that anyone can do, because anyone has a mirror, and if you have eyes, you can see what colors they are. So you just aim to match it as much as you can, and that will be a really great thing to start with. And if you don't have anything in your wardrobe that actually is a match to your eye color, that's the first thing you could go buy one and just start to wear it, even if it's just a scarf, something that you wear near your portrait area. Right. So it's near your face, so people when they see your face, they see that color being reflected. That's a really good color to wear.
I love that. Thank you. Okay, because I have brown.
You're welcome.
Mine are a little bit hazel, so I have a little bit of green, but I'll have to do that.
I can see that.
I'll do that little eye test tomorrow.
That's right. You have to look for the highlights.
Thank you. So I want to ask you, do you have, I know you do, but can you share with our party goers your party gift? Because we're asking all of our speakers here to have this is a party, and at parties, we always have gifts to share.
We always have gifts. I have a gift I am so excited to share with our party goers because it's such a big deal. So I'm doing a live event. It's called Enlightened Beauty. Mm. And at the end of the event, it's a 3-day event, and it's an event that's $1,000, right? I'm selling tickets for $1,000. At the end of the event, and it's for women only. So women who are speakers, women who are entrepreneurs, women who are, on videos, women who are building a business and want to be more visible. At the end of it, they'll have their inner and outer beauty aligned. they'll know exactly what styles and fabrics and textures and patterns are best for them. So when they show up on stage, they have this wow effect on their audience. They create trust, they create rapport, but also people take them seriously, and they see them as the credible expert that they are. So they're willing to invest with them. Mm-hmm. They'll also learn how to turn on their radiance switch. So I teach women how to like be in their juicy feminine energy, so they actually attract things to them. You know, sometimes people ask me, my God, your life sounds like a fairy tale. You know, I do retreats in French castles, and I go shopping in Paris with my clients, and I do, you know, I go meditated in the caves in the south of France, the Mary Magdalene. You know, I do amazing things, and they're like, wow, like it sounds like a fairy tale, and it kind of does. And it's my secret to that. So I'm going to teach that at the event, how to like manifest those things you really want from a feminine perspective. And God, so much more. Oh, the other thing I'm excited to share at the event is how to, I've come up with a outfit creation formula. So when you're creating an outfit, how do you do it? Where do you start? What's good? And I have formulas for the different types of outfits you might want to create. So I'll be sharing those. So that's kind of the outcome of the event. And what I want to do, it's so special, and I'm so excited because for everyone listening to the call, I will gift you a ticket to come to the Enlightened Beauty Live experience.
Fabulous.
Is that amazing? So people pay thousands of dollars. My VIP clients, I share that these secrets with them. They pay me thousands of dollars to have access to the information, but I wanted to be really generous and share that with everybody. So the way to get the gift, is this a good time to share how to do that?
Yeah, and we have a gift page, so we'll make it really easy for them to they'll see your name, Nathalie Chapron, they'll go to the interviewers page, and they'll click there, and they can have access to you right away.
So I'm going to...
Yeah. We'll make that
perfect, and I'm going to read it
for you to get a free ticket. Yeah.
So,
and where are you located? So where's this event going to be held? Just to let everybody kind of know.
This is going to be in the San Francisco Bay Area, so in California.
Great.
And I'm only doing it once a year. And I'm only giving tickets to this event right now. So it's happening at the end of the month. So it's May 29th through 31st.
Okay, great.
So it's really coming soon. So I highly encourage everyone thinking about this to go check out the page and to reserve their spot right away. So it's NathalieChapron.com. That's my name. I'm going to spell it NathalieChapron.com/EBLE for Enlightened Beauty Live Experience. So E as in elephant, B as in boy, L as in Larry, E as in elephant, 515 for 515, May 15. And then dash gift, like a gift. It's my gift.
No bill.
So NathalieChapron.com/EBLE515-gift. That's the URL.
Right.
So if you go to there, you'll get a full scholarship to the event. And I just want to say there is a $97 seed deposit to save your spot. I will gift that back to you when you come and register the first, in the morning.
Thank you. Well, thank you for your generosity. And for those of you who didn't get the URL, don't worry. We just go to our Empowered Women's Prosperity Party.com/interviewers. Okay. So press to our link. You'll see it below. Just click on there. You'll see Nathalie. You'll see her interview. You'll see her gift to womensprosperityparty.com/interviewers. And everything will be there really nice and easy for you. Easy access. Now, Nathalie shared a whole bunch of great information, and I extracted that little tip on how to make yourselves even better in front of the room. That's the advantage of being an interviewer. I can ask.
That's right.
Thank you for sharing.
You can ask anything you want. I'll give you as much information as you want.
And I appreciate I want to thank you so much, and I appreciate your generosity and all your tips of how you have fun, dancing it up, and making money, which is really creating a deep relationship. and then looking in our eyes for, how to have that beauty tip. So thank you so much. And I'm sure our party goers are going to listen to Nathalie and our other interviewers and speakers many times over, because really to get this information in, it needs repetition. You need to hear it more than once. You hear it once, it's going to go in and out. And I invite you to our VIP Prosperity Package upgrade. And right now, while the interviews are here live, it's only $97. You just go to womensprosperityparty.com/VIP. Again, you'll see all the information there on the same page. It's /VIP, where you'll just get all the wonderful speakers, all the great information that they're sharing, their top secrets for having fun, for making money, and to help you become an empowered woman. Again, thank you so much, Nathalie.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank our party goers, and cheers.
Cheers.
Toast. And to have a wonderful, fun, and making lots of money in your business life.
That's right.